Ladies and gentlemen, hear me today. Every human being is born with the capacity to endure, to overcome, and to rise beyond the limitations that life places in front of them. But the tragedy of life is not that we face hardship, the tragedy is that many choose to stop in the middle of the journey. The storms of life are not designed to destroy you. They are designed to reveal you. Pain is not the enemy of your purpose, pain is the instructor that shapes discipline, endurance, and character. When you feel like giving up, you are standing on the edge of discovery, because greatness is always hidden behind the doors of resistance. Hardship is not meant to destroy you, but to reveal the strength within you. Many people misinterpret the presence of difficulty as a sign that they are not supposed to move forward, that life has turned against them, or that fate has chosen to keep them down. But the truth is, hardship is never wasted. Hardship is the soil in which strength grows, the fire through which resilience is refined, and the battlefield where courage is born. Every challenge you encounter is not designed to kill you, but to expose the hidden capacity that you didn't even know you carried. When the storm rages, it is not declaring your defeat, it is uncovering your endurance. When the weight feels too heavy, it is not pressing you down to bury you, it is pressing you so that the potential inside can emerge. Strength is not discovered in moments of ease. Anyone can smile when life is comfortable, anyone can keep walking when the path is smooth, but true strength is only revealed when the road is steep, when the obstacles are overwhelming, and when the voices around you tell you to turn back. It is in that pressure that you find out who you really are. Hardship becomes the mirror that reflects your capacity, a mirror that many avoid because they fear to see what they are made of. Yet until you face the test, you will never know the depth of your strength. Look at nature. The tree that survives the storm grows deeper roots, roots that can hold firm when greater winds come. The diamond only shines because it has endured extreme pressure. The eagle learns to soar higher because it first learned to fight against resistance. These are not symbols of destruction but of transformation. Likewise, every hardship in your life is a process of transforming you, stripping away the weakness and drawing out the resilience that has been hidden beneath layers of comfort and fear. What feels like opposition is often preparation. Every obstacle is shaping your mind, your spirit, and your endurance for greater assignments ahead. When hardship appears, it is not the signal that you are failing, it is the announcement that you are entering a season of refinement. Life does not test the weak to destroy them, life tests the strong to reveal them. And you are stronger than you believe. You are carrying a strength that has not yet been exposed because it requires the fire of hardship to make it visible. The very thing you think is crushing you is the same thing that is equipping you. The nights of struggle, the days of doubt, the weight of trials are all chiseling away the unnecessary, shaping you into someone unshakable. Hardship is not against you, it is working for you. It is unlocking capacities, building resilience, and showing you that the greatest treasures of strength are only found when life dares you to keep going. Pain is a teacher that shapes discipline, endurance, and character. Most people spend their lives running away from pain, seeing it as an enemy, when in reality pain is one of life's most effective instructors. It has a way of reaching into the depths of your soul, confronting your excuses, and demanding growth from you. Pain speaks a language that comfort can never speak. Comfort tells you to stay the same, but pain insists that you must change. Comfort lulls you to sleep, but pain wakes you up and forces you to confront the areas of weakness you would otherwise ignore. It teaches lessons that no book can contain, no mentor can fully explain, and no experience of ease can ever provide. Discipline is born in pain. It is forged in the moments when you have to choose to push beyond what is comfortable. The athlete who endures the sting of training learns to master his body. The student who struggles through hours of study despite fatigue gains mastery over their mind. The individual who resists the easy path and embraces the harder way builds a discipline that becomes unshakable. Pain carves out the willpower necessary to pursue excellence, and without it, discipline remains a shallow concept. Endurance is also the offspring of pain. You cannot develop endurance if you are never pressed beyond your limits. Endurance is only formed when you stay in the fight long after your body or your emotions tell you to quit. Every ache, every hardship, every sleepless night is stretching the capacity of your spirit to endure greater battles. Endurance is not built in moments of relief, it is built when you decide to keep moving in the presence of discomfort. Pain stretches the soul the way weights stretch muscles, forcing growth that cannot come any other way. Character is shaped when you learn how to respond to pain. Character is not revealed when everything is easy and smooth. It is revealed when life disappoints you, when friends betray you, when doors close and you are left with tears in your eyes. Pain challenges you to choose whether you will grow bitter or grow better, whether you will quit or rise, whether you will allow suffering to make you small or allow it to expand you. The greatest leaders, the most resilient individuals, the most impactful lives were all molded through seasons of difficulty where pain was their instructor. Pain is impartial, it visits everyone. But not everyone learns from it. Some see pain as a curse, while others recognize it as a refining fire. Those who embrace it with the right mindset walk away transformed, stronger, wiser, and more disciplined than before. Pain is not the end of the story, it is the beginning of development. It is the tool through which discipline is sharpened, endurance is strengthened, and character is proven. It is not there to harm you but to train you, to build in you the qualities required to carry the weight of your destiny. Every great breakthrough is hidden behind resistance and struggle. Nothing of true value in life comes without challenge, and nothing of lasting impact is ever found on the path of least resistance. The things that transform you, the opportunities that define you, and the victories that elevate you are always concealed behind a wall that requires struggle to climb. Resistance is not an obstacle meant to deny you access, it is a guardrail that ensures only those who are willing to persist, endure, and fight for it can obtain it. Struggle is the currency you must pay to access greatness, and without it, breakthroughs would hold no weight, no depth, no meaning. When you encounter resistance, it is a sign that what you are reaching for carries value. If the path were easy, anyone could walk it, and the reward would be cheap. Resistance is proof that the pursuit is worthy, that the dream has substance, and that the outcome is meant to stretch you. Struggle demands that you become more than you are today. It insists that you shed your excuses, sharpen your focus, and rise to the level of the vision you are chasing. Every barrier, every delay, every difficulty is not a denial but a test to see how badly you want what you say you desire. Think about history's greatest achievements. They were never born in times of ease, they were forged in seasons of struggle. Civilizations were advanced because someone endured opposition. Inventions that changed the world were created by minds that refused to quit when experiments failed. Leaders who altered the course of nations were men and women who understood that breakthrough only comes to those who outlast resistance. Without the struggle, their names would have been forgotten, their legacies erased before they began. Resistance also builds your capacity to handle what is waiting for you after the breakthrough. If doors opened easily, you would step through unprepared, lacking the strength to sustain what lies on the other side. The struggle is not just to keep you out, it is to equip you for what you will face once you arrive. Struggle refines your patience, strengthens your will, and purifies your motives. It separates the casual from the committed, the dreamers from the doers, and the weak from the strong. By the time you push through resistance, you are not just someone who achieved a breakthrough, you have become the kind of person who can steward that breakthrough well. Every dream will demand a struggle. Every purpose will require resistance. This is not life working against you, this is life preparing you. The struggle is the doorway you must pass through, and the resistance is the weight that makes you stronger as you push. Breakthrough is always hidden, but it is never impossible to find for those who refuse to be stopped. Giving up robs the world of the gift you were born to bring. Every person enters this life carrying something unique, something that no one else can replicate, a contribution that was meant to shape lives, influence generations, and leave an imprint on the earth. This gift is not a luxury, it is a responsibility. To surrender in the face of hardship is not just a personal loss, it is a collective loss, because the world will never receive what you were meant to release. When you quit, you silence a voice that was supposed to speak, you bury a dream that was supposed to inspire, you cancel a solution that someone else desperately needed. Your life is not for you alone, it is intertwined with others, and what you carry is connected to destinies far beyond your own. When you choose to stop, you rob not only yourself of fulfillment, but also the world of progress. Every invention that transformed society was born out of someone's persistence. Every movement that shifted nations was birthed out of someone's refusal to give up. Every book that touched hearts, every song that healed souls, every breakthrough in science, medicine, or leadership was a gift that someone refused to bury, no matter how difficult the journey became. If they had surrendered, entire generations would have been deprived of the benefits of their courage. You must understand that your gift is not just about you achieving success or recognition. It is about impact, about service, about fulfilling the reason you were placed on this earth. Giving up short-circuits that process. It denies the world the chance to experience the power of your uniqueness. The child who needs your story will never hear it. The family that could be transformed by your courage will never see it. The community that could be lifted by your persistence will never feel it. To give up is to hide light in a world already filled with shadows. Your struggles are not random, they are often connected to the very gift you carry. The weight you feel, the resistance you face, and the pain you endure are tied to the greatness within you. They are indicators that what you hold inside has value. Diamonds are hidden deep, within the earth, and it takes immense effort to bring them out. Gold must be refined through fire before it is pure. In the same way, your gift requires endurance and persistence to be revealed. Quitting in the process ensures that the treasure never comes forth. You may think that giving up only affects you, but it goes far beyond that. The world is waiting on what you carry, and your refusal to persist means that waiting continues in vain. You are not just abandoning your own destiny, you are withholding answers, inspiration, and breakthroughs that others are depending on. Your persistence is bigger than your pride, bigger than your pain, and bigger than your personal comfort. The gift you carry is proof that you were created to finish, not to quit. Your pain has a purpose, and your struggle carries instruction. Too often, people assume that pain is meaningless, that it is simply something to escape or avoid, but pain is a signal that something important is happening. It is the evidence that growth is taking place, that change is underway, and that your life is being shaped for something greater than what you see in the moment. Every season of pain is a classroom, and every struggle is a teacher. They may not come in the form you expect, but they hold wisdom that cannot be learned in times of comfort. Pain teaches you patience, it reveals your weaknesses, and it demands that you become stronger. Struggle develops clarity, it strips away distractions, and it forces you to focus on what truly matters. When you look back on the moments that defined you, most of them were not seasons of ease, they were seasons where you were pressed, tested, and refined. Pain teaches you lessons that success never will. Success can make you comfortable, but pain makes you wise. Success can make you relax, but pain sharpens your vision. Success may feed your ego, but pain shapes your humility. Every tear you cry, every disappointment you endure, every setback you face carries with it a hidden lesson designed to prepare you for the future you are meant to live. The purpose of pain is not only personal growth but also preparation. The struggles you go through are equipping you for responsibilities you cannot yet see. You may not understand it now, but the endurance you are building will be necessary for tomorrow's challenges. The discipline you are learning through difficulty will be the very foundation that sustains you when greater opportunities arrive. Pain is never wasted, it always leaves behind wisdom, resilience, and strength that you will one day draw from when the stakes are higher. Struggle also has a way of clarifying your values. When life is easy, it is simple to say what you believe, what you stand for, and what you want to achieve. But struggle will test if those words are real. It will ask you if you are truly committed or if your passion was only surface level. It will show you what matters most by stripping away what does not. Struggle becomes a refining fire that removes impurities and reveals authenticity. It ensures that when you rise with a strength that cannot be shaken and with a vision that cannot be blurred. Pain also connects you to others. It softens your heart to those who are suffering and teaches you compassion. It makes you realize that your journey is not just about you but about being able to lift others when they face their own battles. The lessons you learn in your darkest seasons will become the wisdom that helps someone else find light in theirs. Your pain becomes part of your purpose, and your struggle becomes part of your assignment, carrying instructions that are meant not only for you but for those you will one day inspire. You were not created to surrender, you were designed to conquer. Within every person lies the capacity to endure, to rise, and to overcome obstacles that seem insurmountable. Life does not place challenges in your path to break you but to awaken the strength that has always been inside you. You were never designed to live defeated, you were never meant to spend your days retreating, and you were never destined to be overcome by the struggles you face. Deep within your spirit is the blueprint of a conqueror, one who has the ability to push through storms, climb mountains, and stand tall in the face of resistance. Surrender may feel easy in the moment, but it is not natural to who you are. Every time you think about quitting, something inside you protests because your true design was built for victory. This is why you cannot rest in mediocrity, why you cannot remain satisfied with excuses, why you feel the pull to keep going even when your body screams to stop. You were made to pursue, to fight, to press, and to win. Surrender goes against your nature, but conquering fulfills it. Look at creation itself. The river carves its way through stone not because the stone is weak, but because the river refuses to stop flowing. The sun rises every day, no matter how dark the night was, because it was created to shine. The eagle soars above storms because its wings were crafted to ride the winds of turbulence. Nothing in creation was designed to surrender, and you are no exception. You were created with resilience, with determination, with a willpower that, when unlocked, can carry you through the most difficult of battles. Conquering is not about eliminating struggle but about refusing to bow down to it. It means standing in the face of fear and still moving forward. It means pressing forward through exhaustion, choosing faith over doubt, and finding strength where others see only weakness. To conquer is to declare that your purpose is greater than your pain, that your vision is stronger than your excuses, and that your destiny outweighs your discomfort. It is not a single moment of triumph but a lifestyle of persistence and resolve. The design of a conqueror is also revealed in how you influence others. When you refuse to surrender, you inspire those around you to keep standing. Your strength becomes a testimony that others can draw from. Your endurance becomes proof that victory is possible, and your persistence becomes a spark that ignites hope in people who thought it was lost. You were not made only to conquer for yourself but to show others that they too have the same capacity within them. Your refusal to surrender becomes a light in someone else's darkness. To live as a conqueror is to embrace the identity you were born with. It is to stop seeing yourself as powerless and start recognizing the authority you carry over the circumstances that rise against you. It is to understand that struggle is temporary, but your spirit was created to rise above it. It is to remember that your design was never for retreat but for victory, never for surrender but for overcoming.